the one
of
Elon
stuff,
just
me
played
selling things.
Did you see the one of
Kamala Harris? Yeah.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember, that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet.
And do you see what Gavin Newsom said to him?
No.
Pull that post up, Jamie. Gavin Newsom said that you shouldn't be posting this. That we're going to make it illegal, and I'm going to sign a law. And he said, "Professor, suck on these nuts."
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes,
Elon
he did.
said that to Gavin Newsom?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I checked with renowned world authority Professor Suck on these nuts, and he said parody is legal in America.
Oh my God.
Hilarious. When Gavin Newsom talks about California, he's like, I'm very big on California, very bullish on California. Hey, they're all moving. The only reason why they don't move is because it's too difficult to move. It's too expensive to leave versus all the bullshit with all the permits and all that. It's too expensive.
Oh, did you see the one Elon just played? Did you see the one of Harris? Yeah. Oh my God. That was hilarious. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. And do you see what Gavin Newsom said to him? No. Pull that post up, Jamie. Gavin Newsom said that you shouldn't be posting this. We're going to make it illegal and I'm going to sign a law. And he said, "Professor, suck on these nuts." No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Elon said that to Gavin News. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I checked with renowned world authority Professor Sugan D's nuts, and he said parody is legal in America. Oh my God. Hilarious. When Gavin Newsom talks about California, he's like, I'm very big on California, very bullish on California. Hey, they're all moving. The only reason why they don't move is because it's too difficult to move. It's too expensive to leave versus with all the permits and it's too expensive. Joe Rogan is still hot on Gavin Newsom's heels, torching him for his relentless woke crusade and disastrous policies. The comedian and podcast juggernaut didn't hold back, accusing Newsom of turning a blind eye to California's decay and turning the Golden State into an ungovernable mess. Rogan's takedown, brutal, unfiltered, and laugh-out-loud savage. And yes, we've got every searing clip lined up. So, buckle up because this is one political roast you won't want to miss. This is so disgusting. Everything's burnt to the ground. And this guy's like standing in front of all this stuff and he's got a smile on his face and he's talking about land use and he did this little dance. Watch this. I was just talking to Josh Green, the governor down in Hawaii, who had some ideas around some land use concerns he has around speculators coming in, buying up properties, and the like. So, we're already working with our legal teams to move those things forward and we'll be presenting those in a matter of days, not just weeks. A big smile on his face. Look at the little wiggle. These people lost their homes. A lot of those people don't even have fire insurance because the fire insurance pulled out of California. 11 million gal reservoir was completely empty during the time of whole fire season. Why didn't you fix that? Now, you might be wondering why the constant criticism of Gavin Newsom. Well, it's not just because he's been terrible at his job. It's because he's now eyeing the White House. And while having presidential ambitions is perfectly legal, turning a blind eye to his record isn't. California under Newsom has seen rising homelessness, surging crime, a mass exodus of residents, and businesses fleeing due to high taxes and suffocating regulations. In short, his leadership has been a masterclass in mismanagement. So, the idea of handing him the keys to the country should concern every American, not just Californians. Elevating someone who couldn't fix his own backyard is not just risky. It's reckless. That's why voices like Joe Rogan are speaking out, warning the public before it's too late. We can't afford to gamble with the future of the country just to entertain another politician's fantasy of power. When Gavin Newsom talks about California, he's like, I'm very big on California, very bullish on California. Hey, they're all moving. The only reason why they don't move is because it's too difficult to move. It's too expensive to leave versus with all the permits and it's too expensive. Another major reason people are packing up and leaving California is the overwhelming overregulation. Practically everything from opening a small business to building a home requires navigating a maze of permits, approvals, and government red tape. The state has become a bureaucratic nightmare where progress grinds to a halt under the weight of endless rules and sky-high compliance costs. Overregulation is choking the life out of California's economy. Entrepreneurs are fleeing because it's nearly impossible to innovate or scale without hitting a wall of restrictions. Housing developers face endless delays, driving up construction costs and worsening the housing crisis. Even established companies are relocating to more business-friendly states, taking jobs and tax revenue with them. The result? A shrinking middle class, a ballooning cost of living, and an exodus of talent and investment. When a state makes it this hard to live and work, people leave. And that's exactly what's happening. California's red tape is bleeding it dry. The way he praised Biden, I would never run against him. A man of character. Like I'm old school. As God. That's how like a really good actor would play a complete crazy person. It's like he's playing someone in a movie that's a crazy person. Most politicians are actors, masters of the performance, hiding their true selves behind carefully rehearsed smiles and sound bites until the votes are counted. But Gavin Newsom, he's a different breed entirely. According to Joe Rogan, Newsom isn't just a typical political shapeshifter. He's a full-blown sycophant, the kind of guy who will kiss any ring, sell out any ally, and say whatever it takes to climb the ladder. Power isn't a means to serve for him. It's the end game. Rogan doesn't hold back, describing Newsom as someone who refuses to confront the real issues plaguing California. Whether it's crime, homelessness, or economic decline, Newsom dances around the facts with slick, rehearsed responses that sound smart but say absolutely nothing. He's not just evasive. He's strategic in a way that feels almost slippery. There's always a polished comeback, always a smooth pivot, but never real accountability. In an era desperate for honesty, Newsom offers theater and people are starting to see through the act. Oh, did you see the one Elon just played? Did you see the one of Harris? Yeah. Oh my God. That was hilarious. I may not know the first thing about running the country, but remember that's a good thing if you're a deep state puppet. And do you see what Gavin Newsom said to him? No. Pull that post up, Jamie. Gavin Newsom said that you shouldn't be posting this. We're gonna make it illegal and I'm gonna sign a law. And he said, Professor, suck on these nuts. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. Elon said that to Gavin News. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I checked with renowned world authority Professor Sugg on these nuts, and he said parody is legal in America. Oh my God. Hilarious. Apparently, Joe Rogan isn't the only one who's had to give Gavin Newsom a crash course in how the law or reality actually works. The man often comes across as completely out of his depth. Whenever he opens his mouth, it's usually to rant about Trump or bash Republicans with the same tired talking points, but shift the conversation to real issues like California's crushing taxes, rampant homelessness, or the mass exodus of residents, and suddenly he's stammering, vague, or dodging entirely. It's as if he thrives in outrage, but crumbles in substance. Newsom seems far more comfortable playing partisan warrior than actually governing a state that's falling apart on his watch. Ask him how he plans to fix the housing crisis or why so many businesses are fleeing California, and you'll get nothing but buzzwords and spin for a man supposedly aiming for the presidency. His lack of depth on core issues is not just concerning, it's disqualifying. But Gavin doesn't only lack depth on core issues, he's also a liar. Gavin is trying to relaunch himself as a moderate, not the far-left governor of California. But he's got a fair bit of baggage. Even CNN can see that. Watch here as he claims that no one in his office would use the woke term ladings. Ladings is I like to say, except well someone did. By the way, not one person ever in my office has ever used the word ladings. So can we finally put that to bed? What did that even know more Latin X everybody? Well, I just didn't even know where it came from. And like, what are people talking about? But there was a person who used ladings. It was actually a really important person. It was him, right? Yeah, that's right. And look, these aren't minor shifts. These are progressive issues that Gavin Newsom used to champion until fairly recently. And now he's not just walking away from them. He's sort of acting like they were never legitimate. I hope we can really paint a picture in terms consciousness of how impactful this has been on the Latinx community, the Latinx and black communities. You got politicians that are banning not assault rifles, but the word Latinx. Yep. And this is the man trying to position himself as the Democrat savior for 2028. Gavin Newsom is already laying the groundwork for a presidential run, but the cracks in his image are impossible to ignore. Trustworthiness matters, and he's falling flat on that front. If he can lie so casually about something as simple as not using the term latinx, despite clear evidence to the contrary, what else is he hiding? It's not just the lie itself, it's the arrogance behind it. Newsom acts as if the public is too distracted or too gullible to notice. That level of dishonesty should set off alarm bells for anyone paying attention. If he's willing to distort the truth on small things, imagine what he's capable of when real power is on the line. The Democrats may be desperate for a new face, but elevating someone who's already shown he'll say anything to get ahead is a dangerous gamble. Aside from being a liar, Newsom appears not to care about his people. The feud between President Trump and California's Governor Gavin Newsom is on full blast. Newsom just doesn't get the message that he should be advocating for his people and safety and protecting all these businesses. But we know he's not doing that. He's going after Trump.